Butter go crazy.
Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they trying to finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, bout to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Hit my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't.
YouTube,
What's good, guys? It's your boy Tito, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today is Sunday, and it's game day, and it's week 16 starts and sits, guys. We've been having football all week, so let's enjoy it today. Let's get these fantasy football championships, and you know what to do inside the comment section. Spam the chat with the 100 symbol. It helps a brother out with the algorithm. So make sure you let me know that you're watching the whole live, that you're here to support your homeboy, bruh, TD, and put the 100 symbol in the comment section. So, before we begin, let's go over some news for the day. Let's see who's active and who's inactive. And if you have somebody that's inactive that I don't know about, make sure you put it in the comment section. Make sure you put it in the comment section. Okay. So let's go here. Let's start. I see you, Brian. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Nico Collins from the Houston Texans will play today. Nico Collins will play today, guys. So if you got Nico Collins and you want to start him, he will play today. Alec Pierce could be more involved in the offense with Michael Pittman being out. Michael Pittman is out today. So if you have Gardner Minshew, you got to be careful with that because Michael Pittman is going to be out for the Indianapolis Colts. I see you, the chosen. I see you, the chosen. Baker Mayfield, Bucks have a mutual interest in resigning him. So he might get another big 1-year deal for about $35 million, maybe a 2-year, $50 million deal. Cole Kmet is expected to play. Deontay Foreman is not expected to play for the Chicago Bears for personal reasons. He would not be playing today. Alexander Madison is expected to play. I think that's going to hurt Ty Chandler a little bit. I still think Ty Chandler is going to touch the ball 15 times, but Alexander Madison could touch it 10 times. CJ Stroud is optimistic about playing in your fantasy football championship from the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud is optimistic about playing next week for your fantasy football championships. I think, guys, as of right now, that's the only news that I really have. Hold on, let me let somebody know I'm live. Okay. Let me see if there's any more other news that we need to talk about. Zay Flowers is listed as questionable, but I do believe he will be playing. I do love Zay Flowers. I'm still playing him. I had a subscriber ask me, do I like him or JSN better now? I like him the same. You could play with JSN just knowing that Zay Flowers have a little bit of I think it's a foot issue. Let me see. Yeah, he got a little bit of a foot issue. Will Levis will not be playing today. Will Levis is out. Will Levis is out for the Tennessee Titans. It will be Ryan Tannehill going today. We still don't know about Jaden Reed. I still like Dontavius Wicks. Okay. So let's get to some weather, guys. Let's see what the weather talking about right now. Let's see what the weather talking about. Okay. So let's get down here to the games, our games. Okay, so for the Indianapolis and Atlanta, they are inside, so we don't care. So start everybody. Now, Gardner Minshew is there, but Michael Pittman is out. So if you got Alec Pierce, you could play him as a flex play, a deep kind of boom bust flex play type of guy. I see you, Big Will. I see you, bro. Atlanta, I think Taylor Heineke is a sleeper. I'm not telling you to start him, but I think he's a sleeper against this Indianapolis coach defense. I think Taylor Heineke will be pushing the ball downfield to Drake London, and I do believe B. John Robinson would touch the ball 15 to 20 times today. I do think Kyle Pitts will have 5 or 6 targets today. Good, solid targets. Seattle and Tennessee, this is an outside game in Tennessee. It's 64 degrees, so that's really great weather for this time of the year. I like that type of weather myself. Slight chance of rain, we don't care about that. 12 miles per hour wind, we don't really care about that either. I think Geno is a nice play today. I'm starting Geno. Geno is a start today. Yes, Geno is a start today. Tennessee Titans, I'm not starting anybody on that team. If I got Derrick Henry, I'm putting him in my flex. I'm going to put Derrick Henry in the playoffs. I'm going to put him in my lineup as a flex. I'm not expecting anything out of him. I know that might sound crazy, but I don't play matchups like that. You can't get super cute and don't play Derrick Henry. Now, I am playing Seattle defense. I do love streaming the Seattle defense today. This is my fantasy football extravaganza of the week. This is I think this is going to be a lot of points. Now, I do like Minnesota defense. I do think they will stop the run from David Montgomery, but I do believe Jahmyr Gibbs will put up 2 touchdowns on him. I think Amon-Ra will have a solid game. I think Jared Goff will have a solid game. I love Nick Mullins. I think Mullins is going to go off. I think Jordan Addison is a good play and Justin Jefferson. And I wouldn't play none of the running backs with Alexander Madison coming back, but I like TJ Hawkinson too. So I think this game could be 23-28, something like that. Inside of a dorm. We're not worried about any weather. Washington and the New York Jets. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. We got 7 likes. We got 20 people in the chat. Let's get the likes up. I will be getting to everybody's question. Washington and the New York Jets. Now, this is an outside game. But for the Jets, I don't like the quarterback. I'm nervous about Garrett Wilson, but I like Breach Hall today. Yes, with my dialect, Breach. Not Brees, Breach. So I think Breach Hall is a good play. Curtis, show some Curtis. I think Curtis Samuel is going to be okay. And that's about it. I wouldn't play Brian Robinson or Antonio Gibson. I think the Jets is a good defense to play. Green Bay, Carolina. I'm playing Green Bay. I'm playing Jordan Love. They is outside. They are at Carolina. It's 60 degrees. It's really great weather for football. Slight chance of rain. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about the wind. I'm willing to play. I'm playing the Green Bay guys. I'm playing Aaron Jones. I'm playing Jordan Love. I'm playing Dontavius Wicks, and I'm playing Tucker Kraft. Carolina, I'm not playing anybody. You might could play Jonathan Mingo and Chuba. Chuba is the guy I would play. Chuba is a star, and maybe Jonathan Mingo. You can start Adam Thielen too. Going on to the Cleveland and Houston game at Houston. Warm weather, 67 degrees, thunderstorm. That doesn't bother us. They in a dorm, 12 miles per hour. We don't care. It's in a dorm. Houston, the only guy that I like right now is Devin Singletary, and I might play Nico just because he's active today, and I need a wide receiver 3. Cleveland, Joe Flacco. You can start Joe Flacco, and you can start Jerome Ford as a flex play, and you can start Amari Cooper as a wide receiver 2. And David Njoku is a must start. Got to start him in every single league. He's the number 1 tight end right now in football. Jacksonville and Tampa Bay. Warm, another one. It's going to be a great weather day for football, guys. There's not going to be a lot of cold weather games, so it should be more scoring. So take the overs. Tampa Bay, a lot of people starting Baker. I think Baker's gonna be solid. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be a dud or anything, but I think he'll be solid. I do like Chris Godwin for a sneaky play today. I like Chris Godwin. Jacksonville, I like Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna be willing to deal in against this secondary. Travis Etienne, and you can start Calvin Ridley. It is outside, but we're not worried about it. Just a light chance of rain, 10 miles per hour wind. Going on to the Arizona Cardinals to Chicago. I love Justin Fields. I think he's a boom top 5 quarterback today. I think Kyler Murray is a borderline top 12 quarterback today. I'm starting Trey McBride and James Conner and Kyler. That's it. Chicago is Justin Fields and DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. And you can start Roschon Johnson with Deontay Foreman being out. I would say that Roschon Johnson is a flex play today. Dallas and Miami, another really good, exciting game. Tyreek Hill looks like he's going to play. We don't have to wait. They say it's a game time decision, but it looks like he's trending to play. He's been practicing the last couple of days. I'm starting Tua. Yes, I am starting Tua against Dallas. He gets the ball out quick. I'm starting Jaden Waddle, and I'm starting both of the running backs. I'm starting everybody. I'm starting 4 guys off this team. Dallas, I'm starting everybody. I'm starting Tony Pollard, Dak, CeeDee Lamb, and Jake Ferguson. And you can start Brandon Cooks if you need to. Light chance of rain. They in Miami. 13 miles per hour wind. We don't care. And for tonight's game, New England and Denver, I'm only starting Zeke. That's it. Hunter Henry is out, so I'm only starting Zeke. And for the Denver, I wouldn't start Russell Wilson. That makes me nervous, but I would start Cortland Sutton. And maybe, I don't know, man. Javonte Williams. You can start Javonte, but it's sneaky. All right. And let's talk a little bit about tomorrow's game for Christmas. Las Vegas Raiders and Kansas City. I'm starting Kansas City defense. Rashee Rice, Pat Mahomes, and Pacheco, and CH is a sneaky play. The Vegas Raiders, the only guy I'm really to play is Devontae Adams. I'm not playing anybody else after that. It's a little bit cold, high winds. Be careful starting kickers in that game. Giants and Philadelphia Eagles for Christmas Day at 4:30. Eagles should be eating. They should be pushing the ball downfield. I see you, Sport Dog. I'm starting Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, you know that, and DeAndre Swift. And he is a low-end RB2. Dallas got it. It just depends on if you need a tight end. New York Giants, just Saquon Barkley. That's the only guy that I'm willing to start. Maybe Darren Waller for certain instances. And my favorite game, my second fantasy football extravaganza is Baltimore and San Francisco. Last but not least, I'm going to say you got to start your San Francisco guys, but be careful. The guy that I think is going to boom for San Francisco is going to be Brandon Ayuk and CMC. I think CMC is going to be fine. He's going to catch 5 or 6 passes. It's going to be rough on the linebackers a little bit to cover him. Outside of that, they're going to be booming Debo and George Kittle because Roquan and Patrick Queen match up with those guys really, really well. And Kyle Hamilton. Baltimore, I think, is going to have scored more points. It's a tough team. They can't just run the ball against San Francisco. So Lamar is going to have to push the ball downfield against this weaker secondary that Travarius Ward might not play. So I love the Baltimore Ravens. So, guys, with no further ado, let's begin. Let's get to the questions. Let's go. Let me give me some coffee. All right. Remember, if you got the green on your name, you are a member and you get priority. Other than that, I'm going down from first to last. Okay. So Brian says pick 2, Zeke, K9, Singletary. In full PPR. I'm going to go with Singletary slightly over Zeke, but I will rank them as in Singletary, Zeke, and K9. Reason why I'm going with Singletary, man. This team can be carried on his back. Cleveland defense is pretty decent. They good. They're not chopped liver, but Singletary going to touch the ball about 20 times. Nobody else coming in. Damian Pierce didn't come in all last week. So I'm going with Singletary slightly over Zeke and K9. So Singletary and Zeke. Big Wheels. Appreciate you, bro. Sport Dog says TD 100. I wasn't able to watch or listen to the Bills Chargers games. Did James Cook get injured? No, he didn't. They got cute again. They wasn't trying to establish the run and get him the ball out in space through the pass game. It looked like James Cook from about 6-7 weeks ago. Now they was giving him goal line opportunities. I like that, but they still got another phase to go through that I want to see. They still want to be Josh Allen or boom or bust. It's too Josh Allen boom or bust. They got to give James Cook 20 touches a game. I don't think he could quite hit 20. Big Will says, today I'm like, F it. I don't care what happens, but worrying all week is not cool. If they boom, they boom. If they dud, then so be it. I agree. I agree with that, man. I had James Cook in a couple of my playoff runs. I was mad last night, but I was like, hey, what can I do? I have players playing worse than they played all season long. Especially Taysom Hill. I played Taysom Hill at my tight end spot, and I was pissed. He didn't do nothing. All this year, now you go away from Taysom Hill. You was winning games with Taysom Hill. Like Derek Carr gonna win you a championship or something. Kluber says, TD could not sleep all night. Been waiting to ask you this. This may make or break my week. Aaron Jones, Todd Chandler, or Montgomery. Pick two, please. Aaron Jones and I'm going Aaron Jones and Todd Chandler in full PPR. Aaron Jones and Todd Chandler. Be Growing says, one flex. Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, or Roshan. I'm gonna go with Nico Collins slightly over Zay Flowers. The reason why, he's the number one. Zay Flowers it's a lot of mouths to feed in Baltimore. So I'm not gonna try to tell you to play that boom play with all those guys over there. I mean, he got Likely, you got Odell Beckham, you got Rashad Bateman, you got even Nelson Aguilar, and you got the running backs, and you got Lamar. So I'm gonna go with Nico Collins as the number one. And actually, I'm gonna put Zay a little bit behind because of the injury. And I'm going to say Roshan Johnson because of Deontay Foreman being out. So I'm going to say Nico and then Roshan Johnson. He says, I could pivot to Dallas Goedert on Monday. My starting tight end is Laporta. Now, you can't play Dallas Goedert over those guys. Also, Green Bay D or Bears D. I'm going with Green Bay D against Carolina. Kluber says Green Bay defense or Kansas City. I'm going with Green Bay defense. I'm going with Green Bay defense. Kluber says different league, Green Bay or Indy defense. I'm going with Green Bay defense again. T-Lou, what's going on, T-Lou? That's what I'm gonna call you for short. Glad to see you here, bro. He says Gino or T-Law. I think I'm going with Geno. I'm going with Geno. Brian says, I wonder what happened in the coach team plane that put Michael Pittman Jr. back in concussion protocol. They wanted to be safe. After that hit, it just wasn't, even though he passed it, sometimes you got to go past the science and just be like, you know what, man, go ahead and take a week off. We don't like the way you got hit. You're still a little bit sore. He probably passed all the cognitive stuff, like far as your brain. I just think that they wanted to be safe more than sorry. Like he go out there and get another concussion, and it might take his career. It could set his career back. So they just wanted to be more safe than sorry. That's what I think will happen. Be growing, so let's go. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Justin, he says Chiefs or Browns DST. Thanks and happy holidays. Thanks to you. Thank you too, bro. I'm gonna go with Chiefs over Browns DST. It's close. Last week I would have said the Browns, but the Texans showed me a lot with a backup quarterback in Devin Singletary, and then they got Nico this week. That's a good team. They can beat a good defense, and Cleveland's a top 5 defense. Last week they played really well against a top defense, so I'm not going to sit there and say they chop liver. You can just play a defense on them. I think Houston Texans could put up 21 points. I don't know if the Raiders is going to put up 21 points on Kansas City. I think they most score like 10 to 13 points. B. Rose said the intro go hard. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Kaluba says 100. Thank you, bro. Spam the chat with the 100 symbol, guys. Let's see how many likes we got here. We got 17 likes. Let's keep getting the likes up, guys. Appreciate it. Alex Satiti, what's up, bro? Been a minute. Had some things going on. It's all good. It's Christmas and stuff, man. You good, bro? You always show support to the channel. Luge says morning. Fit 1. Henry, Swift, Rasheed Rice. I'm going to say Henry out of those 3. I don't want to sit Henry, but out of those 3, I got to tell you to sit Henry out of those 3. I would say him. You got to put Swift out there because of the matchup. And Rasheed Rice got to play. He's the top 16 wide receiver. Cretch, what's up, bro? He said, yo, Merry Christmas, TD. In the semifinals in both leagues, was wondering who to play in the RB2 and flex spots. Choosing between Singletary, Chuba, Gibson, Roschon, and OBJ. I'm going to go with Singletary and Chuba. I'm going with Singletary and Chuba. Oz is 100. Appreciate that, bro. Doug Goodtar, what's going on with you, man? He says JT goes off today. I think he got a good shot. I think he touches the ball 15 to 20 times easily. They don't have no Michael Pittman. Atlanta kid, they run defense is top 10, but they could be had. Anybody could be had. This is the new millennium football. It's not no defenses after like the 85 Bears where it's almost impossible to run. They won't let you do it that way no more. Your defense is not played like that anymore. I'm definitely playing JT. The professor, he says, what up, bro? What's going on with you, the professor? What's good with you? Isaac says, I'm playing JT and Pacheco. I like that. I like that. George says Waddle or Todd Chandler, Waddle all day. For the flex, non-PPR, I'm still going with Waddle, especially with Alexander Madison being back. He might snipe a goal line touchdown from him. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. This is cutting-edge content. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going with Waddle over Todd Chandler. Martin, what's up, bro? He says, good morning, bro. No Chase or Pittman Jr. today, so I need 2 wide receivers. Wilson, Wicks, Montgomery, and Mingo. I'm going with Wicks. And DJ Montgomery. I'm going with Wicks and DJ Montgomery. Sport Dog says, TD, I picked up Romeo Dobbs just in case Jaden Reed toe injury, right? Keeps him out for unlimited snaps. I'll be watching the pregame show to hear any breaking news on his status. Yes, that's why I'm on Dontavius Wicks. That's why I'm on Dontavius Wicks, because of Jaden Reed's toe injury. He said, I'm done with Swift. I get it. I understand. Not when you got guys like Pacheco and stuff. You can sit Swift. But he's playing against the Giants today. They can be had. Especially with them trying to take away A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Solid says, flex PPR, play today, Roshan or Likely? I'm going to go with Roshan because Deontay Foreman is out. That changed. That's why, guys, this thing changed all the way up into Sunday morning before the games, because things change with Michael Pittman and also Deontay Foreman. So with Deontay Foreman being out, I like Roshan slightly over Likely because of Likely being a tight end. I'm not going to play tight end over a starting running back against a great matchup. That running back has been getting at least 10 to 12 carries a game. He should get at least 5 more carries. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. I see you, Outcast. I see you, bro. Martin, need a flex for PPR. OBJ, Curtis Samuel, Dobbs, Michael Wilson, or Dontavius Wicks. I'm going with Curtis. So some courtesy, Curtis. I'm going with Curtis. Bussin' Cheeks. What's up, bro? Pause. He says, Minshew or Murray. I'm going with Kyler Murray now. I'm going with Kyler Murray. Last week, you told me Shaheed over Noah Brown, but it took the W to move on to the semis. So last week, you told me Shaheed over Noah Brown. Right. I don't know. I forgot what happened over Noah Brown, but I still took the W to move on. Yeah, bro. Listen, I can't be right every single time, bro. You talking about Shaheed and Noah Brown with a backup quarterback. I gave you the guy that I believe that has been playing and got the biggest upside. So, I'm gonna tell you, Murray this week. That's who I'm playing. I'm going down with the ship with that guy. Like I said, I can't be right every single time. It wasn't Jamar Chase and DJ Montgomery. It was Shaheed and Noah Brown. Appreciate that, Big Will. Armado says, thank you for all that you do. Full PPR, Chandler or Roshan. Foreman out this week. And in another league, Jordan Addison or Monty. I'm going with Jordan Addison on Monty. I'm going with Jordan Addison over Monty. Also, I'm going with Roshan over Chandler with Alexander Madison being back. Kale says, would you start Flacco to stack with David Njoku or play Jordan Love as I have Nick Mullins in the super flex? I would probably play Jordan Love against that Houston defense, which is pretty good. They're a top 10 defense. The last 6 or 7 weeks, they've been a top 10 defense. I would probably go with Jordan Love and Mullen. Eddie, appreciate you, bro. He says, what up, bro? Need 2 running backs, a wide receiver, and a flex, 4 PPR. Montgomery, Chandler, A-Chain Ford, Javonte, Roshan Johnson, Adams, Garrett Wilson, Lockett, Jaden Reed. So 2 running backs, a wide receiver, and a flex. So you need 4 guys. So the 2 running backs would be A-Chain, and Roshan. A-Chain and Roshan. Then I would say Todd Chandler. I like Todd Chandler, but I don't want to be playing with a messy backfield. I believe that backfield is messy now that Alexander's came back. So if Chandler busts a long run, that's great for him. He can do that. We all know that. I want to break it down that way. But I'm gonna give you the guys who's gonna get the clean touches, right? David Montgomery is good, but I hate the matchup. Minnesota can stop. They one of the best run defense. I think they might be the best run defense in the league right now. Then Detroit is second. Then Baltimore, then San Francisco. So I'm going with as your 2 running backs, A-Chain and Roshan. And a wide receiver, you got to go with Devontae Adams. And a flex play, I will go with Garrett Wilson against the Washington Commanders, or you could go with Chandler in a cloudy backfield because Chandler got some boom. He can get 1 carry and take or a pass or a screen because Detroit can be had with a screen plays. He can catch a screen and take it 60. But Garrett Wilson should get 10 targets easily against Washington Commanders, who's one of the weakest defenses, the weakest defense in the league. So I'm going to give it to you just like this. It's just A-Chain, Roshan Johnson, Devontae Adams, and Garrett Wilson, or you can replace Garrett Wilson with Chandler. Appreciate you, bro. Kale says Nico Collins or Chris Godwin. Bro, that's tomato. I really like Chris Godwin today. Woo! I would play Chris Godwin. I don't want to tell you this to sit Nico, but Chris Godwin got his quarterback that he's been playing with all season long. Nico has a new quarterback. I trust Baker Mayfield and Chris Godwin. I'm not saying Nico going to go out there and suck. Nico can have 6 catches for 70 yards and have a good output today with maybe even 1 touchdown. I believe Chris Godwin going to get 10 targets today. So I like Chris Godwin a little bit. That's a little bit over Nico. But I think it's basically even. Bustin' Cheek says Mullins going to feed hot. I agree 100%. 100%. He said, Bustin' Cheek says, get the likes up, gang. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Kale says Golf or Flacco. I'm going with Golf. I respect the Houston defense. Kluber says, would you consider sitting Lamar Jackson versus 49ers, Mullins, and Mayfield? No, I wouldn't do that. Listen, you don't got to listen to me. Y'all know certain players that I'm going to be on, that I'm not going to sit. So you don't got – I know you're going to make your own decision. I'm not sitting Lamar. I think Lamar's going to ball out. I could be totally wrong. I'm just giving you my professional breakdown on it. I'm not right on every single thing. I'm not sitting Lamar. I love Lamar against the 49ers tomorrow. I like Mullins and I like Mayfield too, but Lamar definitely starting 10 times over any of one of those guys because I can't have that type of boom on my bench in the fantasy football playoffs. Bustin' Cheek says they scored with Gabe Davis most drives and Chargers stopped Cook all night. I don't think they stopped Cook. Listen, Cook could get off, but they went away from it. Like, it wasn't like they was hitting him in the backfield. He was getting 3-4 yards, 5 yards to carry. You got to design plays to get him the ball. Look how San Francisco use CMC. They might stop CMC 2 or 3 plays in a row, but they don't mean they're not gonna give it to him no more and running in with Brock Purdy. I thought that Josh Allen has to be the champion of this team. He's like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. The game got to flow through him. He's not going to let nobody else. You seen where games where Robert Hoy played great with Kobe Bryant or Lamar Odom, but everything was going to flow through Kobe. Same thing with Josh Allen. Everything going to flow through him. They are a better team when they try to get James Cook out in space. James Cook supposed to be catching the ball like Alvin Kamara. He's supposed to be getting 8-9 targets in the passing game. And then whatever's left over, give it to him in the rushing game. You got to find ways to put him at wide receiver. Why he didn't run any deep routes coming out the backfield? They too damn cute. I don't know if it's Josh Allen or if it's the coaching staff. But somebody needs to come in there and tell Josh Allen, we running the ball. And I don't give a damn. Now you can take off running, but we ain't calling no damn plays for you like we've been doing in the past. Bustin' Cheek says they used every wide receiver but Diggs last night. Right. I agree with that. Maybe they were doubling Diggs. B Growing says pick one, flex. Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, Roschon Johnson. Okay, I think we did that one already. Yeah, we did that one already. Okay, I'll go through it again, bro, because I think you just put it in there. I'm going with Nico Collins slightly over Roschon Johnson. But Roschon's gonna get more targets. Ooh, you know what? I can't say it's not gonna be Zay Flowers. I'm going with Nico Collins over Roschon Johnson. Don't play Goddard. You can't put Goddard in, and also Green Bay defense. So I'm going with Nico slightly over Roschon. You can play Roschon. Roschon is going to get a lot of value. He's going to get 12 to 15 touches today because of Deontay Foreman being out. But I definitely like the Green Bay defense over the Bears defense. The Bears defense is good, but I like Green Bay against the Carolina defense. Durf boy, what up, bro? He says pick 2, JT, A-Chain, K9, Waddle, Breach Hall, Standard. I'm going with JT. I'm going with JT and Breach Hall and Standard. I'm going with JT and Breach Hall. Big Wheel says Fournette took goal line carries away from Cook as well. Why? I don't know. Now, I thought he was. He got a couple carries, but that was because Cook called out. They wasn't doing that rotation like they used to do. That's one thing I got to give them credit for. They gave James Cook opportunities in the goal line. He just didn't cash in. Josh Allen cashed it in. So, but most teams gonna stay with their running back. They're gonna give him at least 2 opportunities. Where it was one opportunity, then they went with Josh Allen while James Cook was in the game. So Leonard Fournette did have a carry down there, but James Cook had got him down there. He was tired. He had to come out the game. I understand that. I thought they did a real good job in the goal line area this time. Excuse me. I seen him do way terrible. I mean, he'd be terrible. When they was, and then after James Cook fumbled, that was the only thing. Listen, people fumble all the time. I don't worry about no one fumble. And they did the right thing. They put him right back in the game. They didn't take him out. I was so proud of Buffalo for that. I still think they need to make Josh Allen say, listen, we playing. They should have had a game plan where they was going to run it down the Chargers' throat, pause. But they were more like trying to get Josh Allen out in the rhythm. And I think they needed to establish the run game and just go double tight. But other than that, I thought they did real good. They did a real good job with James Cook. I really do. I just think they still Josh Allen eccentric. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Jaden says start Saquon, Zeke, or Todd Chandler, and start Njoku or McBride. You got to start Saquon over Zeke and Todd Chandler. And I would try to put Njoku and McBride in my lineup. I'm okay with you playing both of those tight ends. The reason why McBride is like a wide receiver. Chris, what's going on, Chris? Glad to see you here, bro. He says Bears defense or Cowboys defense? I'm going with the Bears defense over the Cowboys defense. Jacob says standing lead, JSN, Jaden Reed, or Noah Brown. I'm going with JSN. I just can't go down with the shit with Noah Brown. I could be biased. I can't go down with the shit with Noah Brown. Good luck this week in your games. Thank you, bro. I got to go with JSN, man. And the reason why I think he got his touchdown upside, I think when they get around the touchdown, his route running is so good right now. That's why I believe Drew Lock looked for him. Jaden Reed, if he was healthy, I probably would say Jaden Reed because he's getting a lot of opportunities. Noah Brown is good, man. He can have some boom games. I'm not God. I don't know Noah Brown. I know he ain't no alpha out there with 12 targets every week like no Stephon Diggs. So if he ain't Stephon Diggs, I'm going with the guys trending. Noah Brown ain't trending like that. He's just a guy out there because they got injuries because Tank Dell got hurt. He ain't out there breaking people down and getting off and he's a rookie feat. Nah, this is a guy that's been on 5 or 6 teams. So I'm going with JSN. JSN trending. He's getting targets. When they trying to score, they looking for him. That's why I love Geno today. Big Wheel says Fournette took. Okay, yeah, we did that one already. Okay. Chris says 4 PPR. Guys, make sure if you want to get your questions answered and skip the line, you sign up as a member. The link is in the description. Go to the top of the comment section, scroll up, and you can see it. There you go. I posted it again. 4 PPR start to Josh Jacobs, Lockett, or Noah Brown. Out of those 3 guys, man, I got to go with Josh Jacobs since he's active today. I don't know if he's going to be active, but I think he's going to play. So I'm going to say Josh Jacobs. And I guess I'm going to go with Noah Brown. I don't feel great about that. I don't. But I can't tell you to go to Lockett when Lockett is trending down, right? Excuse me, guys. I can't tell you to go with Lockett. I don't believe Lockett is trending up. I believe JSN is taking his spot. So I'm going to say Josh Jacobs and Noah Brown slightly over Lockett. Isaac says Cook fumbled and Fournette is playing now. Fournette is getting a little bit of targets here and there's nothing that I would play in fantasy, but it does make James Cook where he can get sniped. Shit, James Cook been able to get sniped all year, and he still have put up some really good weeks. So it's nothing different. He played a Latavius Murray role. That's all. I just think they got to go and keep establishing James Cook, and they know that. What I saw from Buffalo was the smartest game plan, even outside of the week before. Because when they got in the goal line area, they still kept giving it to James Cook. They still got to take it to a next level and let him be like a top 5 RB, like Alvin Kamara type. That's the next level, not like a gadget. He can be explosive A-chain type. No, he needs to get the full workload if y'all want to go deep into the playoffs. Because you think Josh Allen going to run around and make plays to Gabe Davis every single game, then I think you badly mistaken. And Kansas City Chiefs will beat that Buffalo team if you want to run around Josh Allen. Charlene says Foreman is out today. Yes, ma'am. He is. That's why we can play Roshan. Conscious Machine says, I've been asking about Roshan all week. You said the Birds want to see what they have. I think I might play Roshan over Nico. Yes, with Deontay Foreman being out. I believe that could be a good move. I didn't know Deontay Foreman was going to be out. And I didn't want to go into a messy backfield. But I know Khalil Herbert hasn't been good. And Deontay was getting more opportunities than Khalil. So now that Deontay out, Roshan with his blocking ability is going to get a lot of snaps. So I'm willing to play Roshan against Arizona. If they was playing a tough matchup like the Baltimore Ravens, I wouldn't touch Roshan. But because of the matchup and Deontay being out, I like Roshan, and I think they do want to find out. Right. And again, brother, I know you've been asking about Roshan all week. All I can do is do my assessment. I can't be on every single player and to tell everybody to play like every single player. I'm not going to do that. And like I said, that's why I tell y'all to make your own decisions and go down with that. I'm not going to chastise you for that. I'm just going to give you my breakdown. And I'm willing to play Roshan just because of Deontay Foreman being out. I wouldn't play Roshan just because I think he's going to go for 200 yards today, right? Like some guys, like an A-Chain. A-Chain is a different type of guy like that on a good offense. I still think this offense is Justin Fields and DJ Moore bust. Isaac says Josh Allen is their coach. I agree. Isaac, 100%, bro. 100%. 100%. Connie says, Roshan, I've been thinking about him all week. Right. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. I'm playing the Browns over the Packers. That's probably a good move, bro. LA says PPR need 2. Zeke, Hall, ETN, and Aaron Jones. I'm going with ETN. I want to get Hall in there, man. I can't tell you to sit ETN. Maybe I might have to do Aaron Jones. I gotta get Hall in there against the Commanders, bro. I mean, that's a sweet matchup. That's a sweet matchup. I'm gonna go with ETN and Hall, but listen, I want to play all 3 of them. I think Aaron Jones can have a big week. So, but I'm gonna go with ETN and Hall. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Conscious. Appreciate you, Armado. Stan Steves. Yes, sir. There you go. What's good, bro? That boy right there been following me for a long time. Always support the channel. Always. Appreciate the cash apps, bro. I get them. I appreciate you all the time. I see you, cuzzo. Sean says, what's good, bro? Jaden Reed out today. Okay. Yes. So there we go. We know that Reed is out. Thank you for the information. I'm going with Jordan Love and Wicks. I love that. I'm going with Wicks. Would be a sneaky start. He is. Even though the Panthers are great against the pass. They're not great against the pass. They just terrible against the run. So when you are bad against the run, nobody's going to have to pass on you. So that's going to make your numbers low. When you down, people are running the ball on you in the fourth quarter. So that's going to automatically give you a boost, maybe a 20% boost on your numbers because everybody, they up on you by 14 points. You're not going to be throwing the ball with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter where teams throw for 80, 90 yards. But they don't, when I'm up on you by 14 points, I'm not throwing the ball. So that's what they're not that great against the pass. They can be had. Jordan Love can have this team. Pause. So yes, I love Dontavius Wicks today as a flex play. Now I'm not saying he's gonna be a top 5 wide receiver, but a top 24 wide receiver this week. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Elise, what's going on? He says, good morning. She says, good morning, TD. Should I start Lockett over Zay or pick up OBJ? Did you play Higgins? Because I know you was talking to me about should I play Higgins? And Higgins had that long touchdown. And thank God, because he wasn't going to have much, which I was worried about because of Porter Jr., but Porter Jr. wasn't on him that time. So, but I would pick up OBJ and play him over Lockett. That's me. Lockett is the safest play, but I would go with the boom. I would play OBJ. That's just me. Appreciate you, Stacy. Yes, sir. Always support me for about 2 years. Supported me on the OnlyFans all year long. She didn't unsubscribe. A lot of you, and which I understand, a lot of you unsubscribe. That's why when I see her comments and stuff, which she's already a part of a member, I go to her comments quickly. Not telling anybody that, you need to go and spend any money or anything, but I like to show support for the people who support me. Sports Dog says, last night they said Alexander Madison will play today. Right. I hope this isn't going to be a running back by committee. It is. I'm not saying he's going to get 60%, but he's going to get at least 40%. And I don't want no 40% Minnesota backfield. Not when you got JJ and Jordan Addison. I still have Chandler in my flex spot. I reposted if you answered this. Sorry. No, bro, you good? It's all good. I understand that, guys. Sometimes people do it because I didn't get to their question, but I know my guys. So, bro, you a member. You can post stuff in the chat. But yeah, man, you can still have Chandler. He still can boom with a big play, but he's not going to get that full workload that we like to see what running backs get, right? He's not going to get that. Jahmyr Gibbs don't necessarily get it, but he's getting it now. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be getting 70% of the opportunities. That's a special play that I want to tell people about today. Jahmyr Gibbs, it ain't no committee no more. They went on and it's Jahmyr Gibbs backfield and David Montgomery come in on a goal line carry here and there. I believe Jahmyr going to get more carries on the goal line. He's so explosive. Ty Chandler, I don't know if it's like that. I need to see it. I need to see where they kind of fade Alexander Madison out and give him a couple carries here and there and use Ty Chandler. Stacy says, head into the Fins Cowboys game. You always doing that. You always going to the games, girl. You be killing it. Tailgating and everything. Yep. Thank you. Good luck to you too. Brian says, thoughts on Alec Pierce with MPJ being out, possible sleeper. Yes, I like Alec Pierce for a deep sleeper. That's it. If you ain't got nobody else to play, you can pick him off the waiver wire and play him. That's all. Yep. Great job, Elisa. Great job. Millie says Jets or Eagles defense. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Millie says Jets or Eagles defense. I'm going with the Jets defense. Also, Ty Chandler or Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go with Josh Jacobs if he's healthy. You got to make sure he's healthy, though. You don't want to make a mistake and he ain't healthy. But Josh Jacobs all day. Millie says full PPR. Yes, I'm still going with Josh Jacobs. He's getting the full workload. Robert says Singletary, Connor, B. John Gibbs, pick 2, full PPR. This is cutting edge right here. Gibbs and B. John. Hey, guys, listen. I could be biased. This is what y'all come here for. Y'all don't, like I said, I'm not going to say, man, you better play this. I don't never tell nobody you better do anything because I'm not perfect. I'm not God. I don't know this to that level of you better do anything. I do call myself about 70%, maybe 65 on certain days or give and take overall. Overall, I still think I'm about 70%. Look at my whole catalog. But I'm going B. John and Gibbs. I think B. John going to get 20 touches today. If he don't, Arthur Smith he won't be able to get back. Are they at home? Is Atlanta at home? Let me see. Okay, they at home. He won't be able to go back, make it back in the office. Or he got to go straight into the office and clean out his office right after the game is over. So B. John gonna get 20 touches and Gibbs is gonna ball out. Gibbs is gonna be getting passes out the backfield. That's how you beat Minnesota, is with a guy like Gibbs. Robert says, likely Noah Brown, Garrett Wilson, pick 1, full PPR. Wide receiver, tight end spot. I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson. I ain't going to get cute and go with no like. I like a little bit over Noah Brown, but I'm going with Garrett Wilson. I'm nervous about his quarterback. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give you context. I'm nervous about the quarterback for the New York Jets, Trevor Siemian. But I think Trevor Siemian, all you got to do is be okay, a top 40 NFL quarterback, because that's what it is. There's so many backup quarterbacks, like 40 quarterbacks out there that can play and give you a good game here and there, like Mullins and Browning. I think if they can do decent, Garrett Wilson could have 80 yards, 6 catches. So against the Washington Commanders. So I'm going with Garrett Wilson over likely and Noah Brown. Will, what's going on, Will? What's up, bro? Will Davies. He's a standing 10-man. Flex Cooper, A-Chain. Man, I'm going to go with A-Chain, but it's close. You could go with either one. If you go with Cooper and A-Chain go off, I don't think anybody can chastise you for that. Because Cooper is a top 14 wide receiver on an average for this whole year. So there's nothing wrong with Cooper. Even in standard, even in not full PPR, Cooper scores touchdowns. But this is a run first team when they get to the goal line. I'm going to say A-Chain. I think this is an A-Chain, like A-Chain and B. John and Jahmyr Gibbs. I think these are their weeks. They need somebody explosive in the run game that can break long plays against top defenses. So I like A-Chain slightly over Cooper. Sport also. So would you play Wicks or Dobbs instead of Chandler in my flex? Bruh. Whoa, that's a tough one. You always ask really great questions, man. That's a tough one. You asking me to pick. I'm going to go with Wicks over Chandler. I could be wrong. Chandler could bust a big play for 30 yards or catch a pass. You can beat Detroit with the pass. Detroit is weak against the pass. They like the bottom 5 team against the pass, especially their linebackers. So you're going to try to get Ty Chandler on a linebacker one-on-one and throw him the ball or a screen, and he could bust a long one. So I'm going to still go with Wicks slightly over Chandler. That's just me. Both of these guys are really good stars. I wouldn't trust Dobbs. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Sean says start McLaurin, Wicks, or Parker Robinson, bruh. Parker or Robinson, standard. I'm going with Wicks with Jordan Love being out. And guys, I will go to some of the Facebook posts now because it's not fair for me to wait on them because they could be the first one on that platform. I think they need to allow. I'm just gonna go to some of the Facebook posts here and there, unless you're a Green Bean member or a super chat. Appreciate you, Nick. Guys, this is a guy I grew up in my hometown. Played at my high school back when we had phenoms. I'm talking about like we won state championships and we had a lot of guys going pro and stuff like that from my school in North Carolina. Hell of a basketball player and baseball player. Yep, appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I'll go with Wicks, bro. Martin Castillo. Yes, sir. TD need 3 CH. Cutting edge content. Yes, sir, bro. I'm going to go with Ty Chandler, Roshan Johnson, and Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford, Ty Chandler, and Roshan Johnson over CEH. Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you. Kluber. He says Green Bay or Denver defense. I'm going with Green Bay over Denver's defense. Even though they're playing the Patriots, I'm still going with Green Bay defense. Jay says Aaron Jones or Waddle. In full PPR, I'm going with Waddle. I'm giving you the boom. You got to win this week. I'm giving you the boom. I'm going with Waddle. Cleveland or Eagles defense. I'm going with Cleveland defense over the Eagles defense. Woo. Wait a minute. Let me see. Hold on with them. Let me think about that Cleveland and Eagles defense real quick. Let me break this down. I'm going to say make Tommy DeVito beat you. I'm going to go with the Eagles defense. It's close. I'm going to go with the Eagles defense because they're playing against, all they got is to beat Saquon Barkley, which I believe they can. It's a divisional rival. Rivalry games are different. You see how the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Cincinnati Bengals? It's a rivalry game. Teams step up and play. The New York Giants can step up and have a good week against the Eagles defense, who they don't got no good secondary players. Not right now. Man, I'm going with the Eagles. I'm going to stick with the Eagles. Jay. That's a great question, Jay. I'm going to stick with the Eagles. Will says, PPR League. Appreciate you, bro. He says, pick 3, A-Chain, White, Swift, ETN, Walker. I'm going with A-Chain, White, and ETN. A-Chain, White, and ETN. Appreciate you, bro. Love you too, bro. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chief, what's going on with you, Chief? He says, happy holidays. Man, need flex full PPR. Chuba, Ken Walker, or Jacoby Myers. I'm going with Chuba Hubbard over Kenneth Walker. Guys, I've been hard on Kenneth Walker. I think they pass the ball a lot. Kenneth Walker is a good play. Don't get it twisted. He's a top 24 running back. But I think Chuba Hubbard can be better. I think he could have a little bit more boom. He's getting a lot of touches, and Miles Sanders not really coming in and sniping him. Zach Charbonnet could get a couple carries today, especially with Kenneth Walker being on the injured list earlier this week. So I'm gonna go with Chuba Hubbard over Kenneth Walker. Eddie says, YouTube. Good luck to everyone this week. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Aaron says, good morning, Chitty. With Gibbs and St. Brown both break out today. Listen, you know about St. Brown. We don't care if he break out. I don't want to be like disingenuous or talk around what you're saying. St. Brown gonna play. It doesn't matter. The one that you could like maybe not play or maybe think about playing somebody over him is Gibbs. I think Gibbs gonna ball out. I think Gibbs could be the number one RB this week. I said what I said. I think Gibbs could be the number one RB this week. B Growing says, my gut is telling me to play Chicago D at home over Green Bay D. Talk me out of it. I can't talk you out of it because I understand. Only reason, that's great. This is a great question here. This is why I tell y'all to trust yourself. And if I thought it was crazy, I would tell y'all like, bro, don't do that. Because certain things I will tell y'all, don't do that. Kyler Murray, to me, man, is not top level, bro. I don't want to play defenses against him. Because if you get up on him, he going to eat your ass up in the fourth quarter when you back up off of him. He going to still have a good fantasy output. He can put up garbage time, which can hurt your DST. Not trying to talk you out of it, just giving you why I haven't been playing the Chicago D. Because the Chicago D has been a top 10 defenses the last 4 weeks. I just don't want to play defenses against Kyler Murray because I believe when you get up on him, if you are up on him, then he's going to be pushing the ball downfield to guys like Michael Wilson, Trey McBride, James Conner. You see what they did against San Francisco? They still put up, 21 points against San Francisco? Kyler Murray was still, a borderline top 12 quarterback? That's why I don't want to play Chicago defense against Kyler Murray. So I look at the quarterbacks, not all the time, but I look at the quarterbacks. I don't want to play certain DSTs against quarterbacks. The Green Bay, Bryce Young, I liked him coming out of college. I thought he was the number one quarterback, but in pros right now, with the scheme he got, I don't fear that team. Green Bay hasn't been playing great, but I still like them better than they playing against the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers haven't put up Have they even put up 100 points this year? Like they haven't played that great. So I'm just cherry picking the Carolina, but I get why you're saying that. That's why I'm not going to chastise you over that. I understand what you're saying. Armado, he says Tuba Hubbard or Calvin Ridley or Garrett Wilson for the flex full PPR. I'm going with Calvin Ridley. I think he can eat this week with Zay Jones being out and also Christian Kirk being out too. Lesser of the two evils, even with the great matchup against the Buccaneers secondary. So I'm going with Calvin Ridley slightly over Tuba Hubbard and Garrett Wilson, which is a tie. Garrett Wilson usually would be the best, but his quarterback position is down. So that's why I bring him down. And Tuba Hubbard is getting a full workload on a weak offense, but he's catching 3 to 4 passes and he's getting goal line opportunities. So he could catch 4 passes for 30 yards with a touchdown for 70 yards, which is high-end RB2, top 12 running back potentially. But I'm going to go with Calvin Ridley because they got Trevor Lawrence is playing. Only thing they're going to have is Evan Ingram and Calvin Ridley. So Calvin Ridley is going to get 10 targets today. Kale says Ridley or Godwin. Bro, I'm going to go with Godwin slightly over Ridley. Slightly. I like Ridley, but I'm going to go with Godwin because Godwin's been picking up the last 2 weeks. I don't know if anybody knows, but Godwin is one of my sleepers of the week. I like Godwin. I think Godwin got like 20 targets the last 2 weeks. Dame, what's going on, Dame? He says, yo, man, I really need you this time. Matchup is tight end. I have a sketchy situation. Do I keep Chandler in my lineup even if Madison plays? Or do I take the risk and put Jacobs in, assuming he plays? I think you got to go down with the ship with Josh Jacobs. It's the decision. And listen, I already know that Todd Chandler can outscore Josh Jacobs. I already know that any of these things could go either way. But who are you ready to go and get on the Titanic and go through the iceberg with? No matter what happens, right? So if I'm going through an iceberg, I want to go down with an American ship. I don't want to be on no damn boat from Iraq that it ain't people that I from my homeland. I want to go down with people that I know are rooted strong. That's why I was talking about going down with the ship. Nobody knows. Nobody's 100% with this stuff. The coaches don't know. The coaches don't know. They might tell you, well, we're going to give Josh Jacobs 20 carries, and then Hunter Renfrow might go out for 3 touchdowns. Nobody knows. So you have to go down with what you think is rooted. To me, what's rooted is Josh Jacobs if he's healthy, if they playing him. If he's practiced, now if he ain't practiced all week, do not play a player that ain't practiced all week. There's only a few players that can do that. Derrick Henry's one of those guys. Devontae Adams, one of those guys. Very few guys that ain't practiced all week that you can go down with the ship. So I'm willing to probably go down with Josh Jacobs if he's practiced this week. I haven't did a lot of research. I don't have Josh Jacobs. So if he's practiced at least Thursday and Friday, I would be willing to play Josh Jacobs over Todd Chandler in a split backfield. But Todd Chandler can boom. That's the only difference. Thank you, Dame. Anytime, bruh. J-Net. What's going on? He says 4 PPR, flex, pick 2, Ridley, Godwin, Kenneth Walker, Zeke, quarterback, 4-point touchdowns, Dak or Fields. I'm going with Fields automatically. And you need 2 for your flex. I'm going with Ridley and Godwin over Kenneth Walker and Zeke. Martin Castillo says it should say live chat. Right. I don't know. Let me know what you mean, Martin Castillo, because it's been probably a while since I went through your last question. Millie says Jaden Reed is out. Correct. He is. Correct. Jay Lamb says cutting edge content. Saquon or Calvin Ridley in the flex. I'm going with Saquon. I'm not going to tell any. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, guys. If you put Saquon out there, he's starting. Unless you tell me CMC or Saquon, then I'm going to say CMC. Or Amon-Ra and Saquon. I'm going to go with Amon-Ra over Saquon. And that's close. I'm not getting cute. Derrick Henry, the only reason why his quarterback is out. And Tajay Spears take a lot of snaps. He don't catch passes. Saquon can catch 8 passes in the game. He can catch 12 passes. So Saquon, I'm never going to sit Saquon. I'm not sitting Saquon. If you want to sit Saquon, you should have traded him, right? And I say that's to give y'all context to how you can be right sometimes just because of your template, the way you play fantasy. My way I'm playing fantasy, I'm not going to play matchups with every play. I'm not doing that. If I lose and Saquon go off for 30 and I hit him on my bench and I play Todd Chandler for him or I play Roshan Johnson for him because they had a better matchup, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to sit in the bed and go and just be shaking. I'm sick. Then lost on a money lead because I got cute and sit Saquon Barkley, who's a top running back, and I should know better. Now, if Todd Chandler goes off and I play Saquon over him, I'm okay with that. I'm like, damn, Todd Chandler, okay, you had a great game. I can't win them all. I can't go down with Saquon on my bench. I can't do it. That's just me. And he says, or do I take the risk and try to get McBride out there if I have Njoku? I think you got to get both of these guys out there. So Saquon got to play. I would play McBride over Calvin Ridley. It's cutting edge. It's cutting edge. But McBride has been outballing Calvin Ridley the last 3 to 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. And Njoku is the number 1 tight end, so you got to play him regardless. Itty Bitty says championship day for my 14-team half-point PPR. Okay. I started Stafford, K. Will, okay, Kyron Williams, and Pittsburgh. Okay, if Tyreek sits, I need 1 flex out of JT and Likely. You got to play JT. Got to play JT, itty bitty. You got a great team too. Guys, I will get to everybody's question. So I know it's you might be getting a little impatient, but I gotta get to everybody's question. I'm not gonna go and just skip unless you are a member of the channel or you super chat. Ian says 4 PPR start 1, Curtis Samuel, Nico Collins, or Noah Brown. I'm going to go with Nico Brown slightly over Curtis. I like Curtis. Curtis is the number 1 wide receiver for the Washington Commanders. I said what I said. He's the number 1 wide receiver over Terry McLaurin. They trust him more, but they got tough matchups. Curtis got a tough matchup against the New York Jets, but they couldn't be had in the slot, though. The New York Jets can be had in the slot. I'm going to go with Nico Collins slightly because of that, because of the New York Jets. I think I ought to give this, Big Wheel, but I'm definitely going with the Packers over the Eagles. Ruiz says, trust Lamar or go Flacco. I'm going with Lamar. I'm trusting Lamar. I'm going down with that ship. Chris says, appreciate the help. Merry Christmas, bro. Merry Christmas to you too, bro. Appreciate you. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Let's see how many likes we got in here. 42. Let's get the likes up, guys. We can get more likes. We can have 50. We need 50 likes. We need 50 likes. I see you, CHB. I'm going to hit you back, bro. I just been busy. I'm going to hit you up. Jack says, thoughts on Khalil Herbert rest of the year. Chopped liver. Chopped liver. I always tell y'all, sometimes it's too many. At this point in time, you can't go with like stash plays. It's too late to stash outside of a handcuff. And Khalil Herbert necessarily to me ain't a handcuff. Not if Deontay Foreman was hurt, maybe. I'm not worried about Khalil Herbert. We only got about 1 more week to go. CHB said, what up, bro? Garrett Wilson or Todd Chandler in the flex, and also the Dolphins defense or Broncos. I'm going with the Broncos, and then I'm going with for the upside. I'm going with Garrett Wilson over Todd Chandler with Alexander Madison playing. I believe they didn't want to get Alexander Madison the carries. They would have held him out 1 more week. That's what I believe. We're gonna see. I won't be surprised if Tychella boom, or I mean, like he have a big play, because I know how explosive he is. But I went through this early in the season when I thought Todd Chandler was taking over, and they started giving to Alexander again. B Silver says, bum at my Saturday output with James Cook. I am too, bro. Hey, but it be like that sometimes. Gabriel from Austria. Not Australia, from Austria. What's going on with you, bro? Always showing support to the channel. He said, hey, TD, Monty or Connor? I'm going with Connor over Monty. Dame says, hey, bro, do I keep challenging my lineup even if Madison plays? Or do I take a risk and put Jacobs in, assuming he plays my matchup tight in the semis? I will go with Josh Jacobs. Like I said, I already broke that down earlier why I will go with Josh Jacobs, but I will go with Josh Jacobs. I will go down with that ship. Jack says, hold on, guys. Okay. Jack says, loser of our leagues gets a one-way flight to a random location in the world with just your wallet and a pair of clothes. You lying. Y'all better be some rich guys and just doing something like that, because ain't nowhere in the world you're going to send me to no third world country with just my wallet. They gotta find their way home and pay for their flight. Wow. Now that's you talking about high stakes? That's high stake fantasy football right there. CA says Todd Chandler, Josh Jacobs. I'm going with Josh Jacobs, bruh. If he's healthy. Again, I'm gonna keep saying he's healthy. I said that all week with Jaden Reed, and y'all never want to say anything to me about Jaden Reed when I kept saying if he's healthy. Y'all be like, well, Jaden Reed, I'm like, guys, if he's healthy, if he doesn't practice, then no. Hold on, guys. Hold on for a second. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going, like I said, I'm going with Josh Jacobs. It's all about the injuries. If he's healthy, I'm playing him. Vito says Zeke or JT and Amari or Godwin. 4 people are Merry Christmas. I'm going with JT. JT and Godwin. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going with JT and Godwin. I'm going with Godwin over Amari. I'm getting cute right here. I know, but I believe in Godwin. If you play with Amari, brother, ain't nobody going to be able to say anything about that because it makes sense why you would play Amari Cooper. But Godwin, to me, got a special matchup against a weak secondary like the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'm going with Zeke gonna get a lot of passes, but JT with no Michael Pittman should get a lot of work with Zach Moss being out too. Yes, sir. CA 40 like, 50 like. Yes, sir. Let's see how many likes we got. We need 50 likes in here. 45. Yes, sir. A says 2 different leads, Collins or Sutton, and D Hop or Collins. I'm going with Collins and Sutton. And I'm going with Collins over D Hop. Well, you know, let me say, Ryan Tannehill is not garbage, man. Ryan Tannehill. So you said Collins or Sutton. So I'm going to go with Sutton over Collins. And between D-Hop or Collins, Ryan Tannehill is sneaky. You know, that's a veteran. He can come in and beat you. I will admit that. Seattle secondary is pretty good though. I think they match up well with D-Hop, especially the second year corner. He's really good. He's a big guy. I'm going to go with Collins, Sutton in one league, and Collins in the other league. Collins over D-Hop. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Ace. Krana says, Merry Christmas. Pick 2. PPR. Wicks with no Reed and Watson. Douglas with no Henry and Juju. Or Alec Pierce with no Pittman. I would go with Wicks. And Douglas. Wicks and Douglas. CA says, with Reed out, Dontavius Wicks or Josh Jacobs? If Josh Jacobs is healthy, I'm playing him over Dontavius Wicks. He's going to get 20 touches. Now, if he haven't practiced all week, I'm moving off of him. I'm not playing him. I haven't done the research. I don't know, and I got to get to these questions. I'm not going to go off on a tangent for 2 or 3 minutes to see if he's practiced all week. That's the key thing. If he hasn't practiced all week, I'm not playing a player in the fantasy football playoffs that hasn't practiced all week. Even though that's not the all be all where he automatically going to suck. Josh Jacobs have been out all week before, I think last year, and then went up for almost 200 yards one week. And Holloway said, what's your stats for St. Brown today? I would say 8 catches for 90 yards. 8 catches for 90 yards. Bustin' Cheek says Amari A-Chain in full PPR flex. I'm going with A-Chain, bro. I like A-Chain today. That's one of my special players. I hate to say sit Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is good, but the Texans, that secondary is good. That young corner out there, what's his name? His grandfather was paralyzed by Jack Tatum. But I like Stingley. I think Stingley is going to hold Amari Cooper down a little bit. So I'm going to go with A-Chain. I'm going to get cute and go with A-Chain. Go outside my context a little bit. I see you, Kareem. What's up, bruh? Been a while, bruh. Yeah. Who that? Thank you. Right. Stingley Jr. That's his name. Ali says Hubbard or Connor. I'm going with Connor over Hubbard. I'm going with Connor. B. Growing says, this is my starting lineup. Jalen Hurts, Kenneth Walker, Pacheco, Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Laporta. Packers defense, Matt Gay. Benches, Roshan, Romeo Dobbs, Goddard, Burrs, D, Zay Flowers, and changes. Yeah, Zay Flowers can't break that lineup. I'm trying to see where you could put him in at. You can't put him in nowhere. That's the only guy on the bench. I like the Packers defense. Nah, you got to kill a lineup, bro. You killing it. If Tyreek Hill out, I guess you can put Zay Flowers if Tyreek Hill is going to be out. Silver Right, so what's up, bro? Long time no see. He says Browns or Bears defense. I'm not high on the Browns defense as much as I usually would be because of them playing the Houston Texans. They looked good last week against another tough defense. So I'm gonna say the Browns defense. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Browns, but I'm not big on neither one of them. Kyler Murray going against the Bears, that can take them up to 21 points, and they could be winning the game into the fourth quarter, and then Kyler Murray scored 2 garbage time touchdowns. So I'm gonna say the Browns defense. Sergio says Gay or Santos. I'm not great on kickers, bruh. I'm gonna go with Gay on this one. I'm going with Gay. I don't play in a lot of kickers leagues, but I like going with the cleanest weather. Sergio says Jets or Bears. I'm going with the Jets all day. CA says Todd Chandler or Josh Jacobs. I'm going with Josh Jacobs. Silver, what's going on, bro? He says Laporta or McBride. I'm going with bro. I say both of them, but if you make me choose with a gun to my head, I'm going with McBride. I'm going down with the ship with McBride. I hate to sit Laporta. I think you need to play both of them, but if I got to go with McBride, I think he's the number 1 wide receiver on this team. JC, what's up, bro? He said Jacoby Myers, Spears, or McLaurin in the flex. I'm going with McLaurin. Let me see. I'm going with McLaurin over Spears and Jacoby. Silver says Wicks or D-Hop. I'm going with Wicks. Bustin' Cheek says Green Bay or Philly DST. I'm going with Green Bay over Philly DST. Joy Alexander is finally active. There you go. And that still don't matter. I'm still going with Green Bay against the Carolina offense. Will says thank you, sir. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Isaac says I need my Ricky 30.40. I need it too, bro. I take 20. Pause. I know that's right. Yes, sir. A says Nico Collins or Cortland Sutton. I'm going with Cortland Sutton. Ice Cold says Henry, Walker, or Collins, Curtis Samuel, or Wicks. I'm going to say Derrick Henry over Walker and Collins. And between Curtis Samuel and Wicks, I'm going with Wicks because of the matchup Curtis got with the Jets. Ice Cold says Henry or Walker, bruh. I will go with Henry over Walker. I'm going down with the ship with Henry today. I'm not saying he's going to boom, but if I got to play between those two, I'm playing Henry. Don, what's up, bruh? This is half, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Half point PPR. I need RB2 and a flex. Josh Jacobs, Todd Chandler, and Kenneth Walker. I'm going with Josh Jacobs if he's healthy. If he's not healthy, then I would go with Kenneth Walker slightly over Todd Chandler because of the messy backfield and the Detroit defensive line. They're strong against the run game. Leaning towards Jacobs and Walker. Yes, there you go. Yep. CA says Sam Howell or Nick Mullins. I'm going with Nick Mullins. CA says Jacobs only had a limited practice Friday and did not participate Saturday. Okay, thank you, CA. Guys, you might want to go ahead and play Todd Chandler. Anybody who's been asking me about Josh Jacobs, he limited practice Friday and did not participate Saturday. That might be a split backfield between him and White. I think his name Demir White or whatever, Zamir White. I'm probably going with Todd Chandler. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to play a guy like that. Sorry about that, Mr. Fantasy. He said Cook disappointed me yesterday. Now I have to decide between Gibbs and Breach. I'm going with Gibbs. I will go with Gibbs. You had to play Cook, so there's nothing that you could do. I understand. Jay Net says, thank you, brother. Anytime. Charlene says, Alec Pierce or Jameson Williams for PPR. I probably would go with Jameson Williams. They're trying to get Jameson Williams more involved in the offense. B. Grown said, if Tyreek Hill is out, play Roshan Johnson or Zay Flowers. I would go with Roshan Johnson over Zay. I like Zay, but it's too many mouths to feed for me to depend on them when you already missing Tyreek Hill. Between those guys, then Zay, if you want another boom guy, you got to go with Zay. If you're looking for a boom and willing to take a 3 or 4 points or 6 points, then Zay can boom more than Roshan. But if you just need 10 or 12 points to make sure you win, then play Roshan. Damon says, what's up, bro? What the hell are the Bills thinking? Diggs not getting the ball, low points. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Bills, something wrong with their coaching staff. Something wrong with Sean McDermott. He can't tell his offensive coordinators what to do. Yitzy, he says, what's your thoughts on DJ Montgomery? I like him as a top 32 wide receiver in a 3-point and a 3 wide receiver league. I think he's a wide receiver 3 flex play in that type of league. GA, what's up, bro? Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Let's see how many likes we got. We got 52. Let's go. We need 60. We need 60. GA says Magic, Collins, or Ridley. I'm going to go with Ridley over Collins. Sergio says Josh Jacobs, Breach Hall, A-Chain, and Connor. Pick 2, please. I'm going with A-Chain. Wait a minute. Let me see here. I'm going with Breach Hall. Breach Hall and A-Chain. I love Connor, man. I would want to start Breach Hall, A-Chain, and Connor. Josh Jacobs makes me nervous. He only practiced 1 time this week. I can't go down with that ship. Thank you for letting me know that. I forgot who it was. Thank you for letting me know that. I'm going with Breach Hall and A-Chain slightly over Connor. More to him. He says Barkley Nico or Singletary in the flex. I'm going with Barkley all day. Barkley all day. Charlene says, how was your birthday? Do you feel any wiser? Yes, I do feel wiser. I do. That's a great question. I do feel wiser. I am getting, let me see. I think I'm getting more, would I say tougher skin? Yeah, where I don't respond to everything. Some things I let blow over. I don't take it personal. I'm learning to move on. That's the only thing I had to move on from in my life. The other things, I'm just out on a mission. But I got to move on and not take everything so serious, just to be transparent with you. So I do feel wiser. And I had a great birthday, too. Jordan, what's going on, Jordan? Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is Cutting Edge Content. He says, need 2 flex, 1 wide receiver. Okay, for 2, I would say Hubbard, Amari, and no, okay. So I would say Hubbard, Pollard. That's your 2. And you need 1 wide receiver. Hubbard and Pollard and Amari Cooper. Yes. You got to. So I don't know how that's breaking down, but I think you need to play Pollard and Hubbard over KW3. And I would play Amari Cooper over Nico. Who that? He says A-Chain or Hubbard in the flex. A-Chain. Brian, what's up, bro? He said, what's good, TD Pacheco or K9? And what you think about T-Law being back? Man, I would go with Pacheco, man. I think he's going to be fine. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm willing to play Pacheco over K9. I'm still going with Jordan Addison over Calvin Ridley. I'm still going with Jordan Addison over Calvin Ridley, even though Ridley's the only guy there, kinda. I'm still going with Addison. Who that says Stingley Jr.? Yeah, that's correct. That's who I was talking about. Ivan, what's up, bro? Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is Cutting Edge Content. He said Swift or Water in the flex. And full PPR, I'm going with Waddle. I'm willing to get Waddle is one of the guys that I'm high on. I think that's a top 12 wide receiver this week. Brittany, what's going on with you, Brittany? Brittany says Zamir White in the flex in case Josh Jacobs missed or a chance with Wicks. I'm going with Wicks over Zamir White and Josh Jacobs. I'm going with Wicks. Silver Raptor says, thanks, bro. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Let's see how many likes we got, guys. 54. Let's go for 60. Let's get the likes up. $619 Bengals fan. He says, bro, yo, Thielen or Nico Collins? I'm going with Nico Collins. Ivan says Jets or Browns defense. I'm going with the Jets. 619 says Saquon Barkley or Devin Singletary. I'm going with Saquon. I'm playing Saquon everywhere. I'm not going to sit Saquon. JC said, you think Sauce takes McLaurin out the game, though? I think both corners, they're going to move McLaurin around. I think both corners are going to be solid. I don't think they're going to give up a lot. They can rush the passer, too. CA says, appreciate all you do, bro. Anytime, CA. Sergio says, last question. Haha. Now, you good, bro. Happy late birthday. Thank you. By the way, hope you had a great one. I did. Mullins or Kyler Murray? I'm going with Kyler Murray. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I'm going to go with Mullins slightly over Kyler Murray. Mullins is like my streamer of the week. And I'm willing to go with that over. Even though I believe Kyler Murray can be top 12, Mullins is a streamer of the week. He got a great matchup against that Detroit secondary with Justin Jefferson being healthy, TJ Hawkinson, and Jordan Addison. and you got Alexander Madison and Ty Chandler. You got a lot of weapons back. I'm going with Mullins, slightly over Kyler Murray. And Silver Raptor says T-Law or Baker. I think I'm going to go with Patty Cake, Baker's man over T-Law. Patty Cake, Baker's man. Rolling around, throw him in the pan. Baker Mayfield. Daniel says Josh Jacobs is sick, also quad injury. Yeah, we know Josh Jacobs. Go to Ty Chandler. I'm not playing no Josh Jacobs with no 1 day of practice and then didn't practice Saturday. I'm not doing that. Jordan says, appreciate you, bro. Merry Christmas, and to you and yours. Anytime, Jordan. Anytime. Thank you, too. All right, guys, I guess I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get ready for these games today. Let's have a great time. Let's win these championships. Let's win the second round of the playoffs. Let's go. Y'all be safe. Peace. Zach says, Devontae Smith or Nico Collins? I'm going with Devontae Smith over Nico. Devontae Smith over Nico.
They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the skies. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga go and bust a dime. Tryna count the money, damn homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn me up, this that hot shit, it was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. Okay, turn me up, do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up, do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some racks on it.